show is a live show, and where listeners can call in and ask you questions. Okay, so
Okay.
and they are really itchy to do that. So let's go ahead now. A lot of people, like I said in the intro, they have these ideas, wonderful ideas, beautiful ideas. When you come to Nigeria, Nigerians are blessed. They are blessed with abundant ideas, great and awesome ideas that Nigerians have. So many. Now, I mean a lot. So how can someone determine that the ideas that they have is um, what the whole falls about before they can begin to think of turning it into reality using a no code? Can you help them out?
Yeah, I totally get you. Like in Brazil, it's the same as Nigeria. I would say that a lot of people have good ideas and sometimes they don't know what to do next, right? With it. Is it worth building? Is it not worth? How do you decide? How will you learn about it? It's pretty simple. Try to think about the problem you are going to solve. Who is that person that you are helping with it? And then realize if other people really want that. Most of the times we are the persona or the first customer of that own idea. Like we have the problem, we have seen it from close, but not every time that we are this person, it means that others have the same problem. So it's really good for you as you have an idea to test it out, to see if others are interested in the same, if they have the same problem. And if you want to sketch it very quickly on a paper, try to go maybe even do a Figma prototype and see if that would solve the problem of others would be the best step for them to know, for you to know if other people are interested before you start building.
Okay, fine. Before they start building, okay. Now they've already gone through these processes that you just mentioned now. So, but how can they bring it into no codes? How can what actually let some? I guess some people might be asking, what exactly is a no code? You just say they don't understand the meaning of no and code. So how do you bring them together? So what is no code and what is low code? How do they distinguish the difference, or is it the same thing? And how can they start to think about, okay, now I want to do this, I have this idea, what am I going to do with no code and low code? So can you explain to them?
Sure, let's talk about the difference between code, no code, and low code. Low code would be between them, right? So if you see the traditional way that we have been developing products, apps, websites, web stores, it has been always with code. That means that someone knows how to write something that the machine understands and gives back the user what they need. So there is code involved. You have to be a programmer, a developer, know how to code. And many projects are doing done like that. Like maybe you need, for example, if you want to publish an app on the App Store and Play Store, you need to know Objective C in the old days for App Store. Now it's like Swift. And then for Android, you would have to know Android Studio and also know Python and everything like that. So if you go to low code, it means that you are making a bridge between no code and no code, which means that you are using some no code tools together with code. The no code tools are the ones that you don't need to code. You don't need to know any line of coding on Python or any other programming language like PHP. That means that you as an individual can use something very easily, very simple. Sometimes just using workflows or taking step by step or kind of grabbing these steps together, saying like this will be task one, task two, task three, task four. In the one tool I use, Bravo Studio, I use Figma for the background of my apps. And the one thing that makes it a no-code tool is to create a really short instruction that goes on the layers on my Figma file that translate what is there inside of that frame into something that's actionable, something that can swipe, something that you can slide on. So that's a very simple text. I'm not coding, I'm just writing the simple text there. And no code is when I'm using a tool like Bravo, for example, and Figma together to create my native app. But I am also maybe scripting a PHP page, for example, that connects through a API on Airtable and gather the data I need through code. So I'm coding this PHP script to give me on the Bravo Studio app, for example, what I need from it. So it turns a no-code tool, that's Bravo Studio, and even when I'm using Airtable through no-code, into a low-code tool because I'm using code to get that result.
Okay, very clear. So what you're saying is the no code, you don't need to write any code. You just use some tools, right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
any person can just step into it and start developing their ideas into a product using the no code, right?
Exactly. Today, everyone can start to create their own products. There are several, like the no-code spectrum is huge. You have tools for everything, for automations, for design, for databases, marketing, marketing campaigns, for example, to native apps, like in the case I mostly use, websites. You probably have heard of Wix, WordPress is also a little bit of no code and low code together, or Squarespace, Framer, Webflow. There are so many for web today, and they have not been new. Like the WordPress exists since 2003. It has been a while that we have these possibilities to drag and drop and create our own products without having the knowledge to code.
So are you saying that the no code tools can really handle complex product features? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, definitely. Like you have seen a lot of stores out there, like for small business that are no code. Like Shopify is one of them. You can also create your store there. It's no code. You don't need to code to create your own online store. In the case of the native app, you have to have some understanding of design and Figma. And if you don't have that, it's really easy to learn. So you can start even when you don't have design knowledge as well.
Wow, wow. Okay, because of the time we lost at the inception, I'm going to open up the phone lines now. I hope listeners will call in. I have a ton of questions to ask you, but this show is an interactive show. It's for the people, so I need them to comment. I believe a lot of them are dying to get into this discussion with you. So, for you out there that you want to interact, you want to join the discourse, you want to talk to Carla, the number to call in, the studio line to call in is 0700 903 903 903. Call in and speak with Carla Fernandez now. The number to call in is 0700 903 903 903. Or you can also call. You can reach us in the studio here on WhatsApp 0817 175 6338. The WhatsApp line again is 081 717 56338. Okay, while we expect people to call in, let's move ahead. So now, let me take myself for example. Okay, now as that I don't have any tech knowledge, I don't have any idea about coding, but I love apps, I love the whole tech scenario. So, and I have some of these great ideas that I want to put out there. So how can the no code or the low code platform help me to achieve this? Not just only to achieve it, also I believe I need to do some form of collaboration, right? Between non-technical and technical things. Is there any form of collaboration like that with the no-code and low-code things and tools? So how can I get myself into this as quickly as possible?
Okay, today for you to start with no code, there are several ways. Like I would recommend you to check it out. The 100 School. They have their 100-day challenge for you to learn a lot about no code. Every single day, you learn about one tool and what you could use that to create something for. So maybe the first day is for you to create a database. The second day is maybe a directory of something. You learn 100 tools in 100 days, and that is really a good way for you to get in touch with no-code tools, as well as to have your own ideas kind of puzzled in your head of which tools you would like to use to your own project. So every idea you have don't need to use the same type of products or tools over and over again. The idea here is the opposite. When you have something you want to create, you should know what you want to create first to decide which tools are the ones that are best for you, for your case, for what you want to build. You can, in many of these tools, collaborate with others. For example, Figma, you allow a team to go there, a team to comment, a team to design together. But other tools do the same too. Canva is also a design tool that does it. Airtable also allow you to have several people on your team creating content at the same time. And this makes it much simpler and much quicker too, because you don't have just one single person doing the whole project, but you could have a team creating content and also working on automations, so everyone could take parts of different of the process, and this would make it a little bit more streamlined and quicker to the market.
Oh, okay. Now, if you look at, we have a lot of businesses here in Nigeria. Some businesses are into logistics, okay, goods movement from one place to another. The population of Nigeria is huge. We are over 220 million people in Nigeria, okay. So I'm just thinking now, maybe someone that wants to go into that logistic business or wants to go into food delivery business, okay, like we have some popular food delivery merchants here in Nigeria. Some people that want to go into that business, they love that idea, they want to do it, okay, deliver food from point to point. They want to be able to start up their own or enhance the logistics business, okay, or they want to go into ride hailing business, just like the popular ones. I think we have a caller. Let's pick this call. After that, I'm going to continue with the question.
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Oh, okay. I think we lost that call. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, we have a lot of people that wants to go into ride hailing business. They love how the ride hailing businesses are making money here. So, and they want to go into food delivery businesses. They want to make money. They have that concept. They have the idea. They want to make it accessible. They also want to upscale their logistics business. So are you saying that they can achieve all this using no code? And these ones, they don't have any technical knowledge. Can they achieve this using no code? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they can start creating their own logistic project or their own delivery app using no code tools today. Everything can be done, and time to time it won't be like exactly like you want, right? You have to have in mind that no code has limitations, but those limitations can be really passed off when you have creative solutions. So the idea here is for you to think about the core feature on your project. Like if you are delivering food, what is the core of that? Maybe it is to list the restaurants that you are working with, their food, their menu, then having a QR code or an integration with WhatsApp where you receive the order, and from there you have someone to deliver it and then send the status of that on the app. Would definitely be able to do that on a no-code app today.
Wow.
Is that great to start? I think it is. And once you have market enough this app to others and have that people are using it, that you have acquired a lot of restaurants and also a lot of users using your product and having a good margin or people really interested on it, then you go to build a coded app. I am in no way against having a traditional development for products. I just believe definitely that you don't need to start that way anymore. You don't need to spend 7 to 12 months to build a very simple app. You don't need to spend a lot of money doing so. And you can start quicker, faster, spend less money, less team, even though without a development team or just with yourself. You can start that and go to market, validate your idea, see if you get your customers, see if your product works, improve it based on feedback, or even maybe pivot your idea. That happens so many times, even with myself. So do that, and in a quicker and faster way. That is what I believe the most, that you don't need to do all the traditional coding and spend all of the time for nothing anymore. You can start much easier, and you should start much easier.
Yeah, you should start much easier. I think that's the key word there. Start much easier. Okay, because I know a lot of people they love tech. There's no how you can't avoid tech in this generation. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. But you know what? A lot of people are scared. Oh, thinking of, I can't be doing this. Maybe I'm too old, or this thing is difficult, and some people might even say it's boring. Tech or this coding is boring. So what you're telling us now is that using these no-code tools is as simple as ABC. Any person, whether a techie or not, as long as you have a business idea, whether it is for education, maybe you want to do some app that will help students understand mathematics or help them learn better in school, or you want to upscale your business, maybe you into trade of maybe groceries or maybe pastries, you want to upscale it. Any person, you're telling us here that any person can make use of this no code, whether they are techie or not, whether they understand it or not, they just go there to use it, right? Hold on, Carla. Let me pick this call. Hold on. Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you doing? What's the name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Topper calling from Google State.
Okay, Topper, go ahead. You want to contribute, so you want to ask our guest question? Go ahead, please.
I've been following the program. Actually, I have a question. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a VTU website.
You have what?
I have a VTU,
Okay.
a VTU website.
Okay.
So I've been running for over a year now. So initially I had an app on Play Store, on Google Play Store, but due to a particular policy decided early this year, my app was brought down on Google Play Store. So I'm actually thinking, because I heard your guest talking about native app, so I'm thinking, how can I make use of this native app? I would get an app for my website using that native app, with knowledge of the no coding that stuff.
Okay. Is that your question, Tokwe?
Yes. And also, apart from that, how can I upscale the business, to get more clients, customers, and the rest?
Right. That's what I want to hear. You need to upscale your business. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, Carla, did you hear his questions?
I would really ask you to redo that question for me because it was a little bit breaking on my side.
Okay, Tokwe, just hang on. Let me relay your questions to her. He said that he has
Okay, can I go offline?
no, hold on, so that if I get it right, you tell me.
Okay,
But
okay,
if
I'm
I
listening.
didn't, okay. He said he has a VTU and he has an app that was that he hosted on Apple Play Store, but for some reasons it was pulled down. Am I right, Tokwe?
Yes.
Okay, that how that he heard you talk about native apps on the no code. That how can he make use of that on no code to get his app back or build another app, and also how can he upscale his business? Right, Tokwe?
Yes, you're right, sir.
Okay, you can drop now. So that's the question. Can you?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. So I would say if your app was on the App Store and was removed there, like even on the Play Store, it can happen too. It can happen for different reasons. Sometimes one of the reasons is that your app doesn't give the users actually something that is functional. So Apple has some requirements to recognize your product as a functionality or something that really helps the user to achieve something. And if your app doesn't do that, you have to add other features or other functionalities. And when I am talking about core feature, that really means a little bit like a minimal lovable product, which it's just a little fancy way to say that your product should deliver something to your users. And sometimes adding just a single feature, it's not enough to deliver value. So you have to think about the core feature, but also of the other things that you support that journey for your user, right? So one of the ways for you to get back your app on the App Store, on the Play Store, is that. The second reason they take off apps from the stores.
Okay, Carla, sorry for cutting in. I have a caller that is on hold. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Sorry for keeping you on hold. What's the name and where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Idumu, Lagos.
Okay.
My name is Shuks.
Okay, Mr. Chus, good morning. Go ahead
Yes.
with your question. She can hear
I
you.
want to raise a different topic
Okay.
based on safety. Why is the government and the people are not taking safety very serious? We are in Ember month. In a few weeks from now, you will be hearing social number died on social road.
Sorry, Mr. Chus. I hope you're aware that this is a Tech Live show. I thought you want to have a question for my guests because maybe after this we can discuss that. Can we stick to what we are talking about, please?
Okay, I agree with you. But note it that we need to discuss safety. It's very important.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, Carla, for that. It happens. This is voice of the people. Okay. A lot of people
Sure.
want to call in. They have a lot of questions, cost across safety, politics, education, tech, and all those things. So sorry for that. The side.
No worries.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay, so you were trying to help the previous caller to understand why his app was pulled, the reasons why his app was pulled.
Yeah.
And remember the question he also asked, how can he upscale his business? That's what
Yeah,
Nigerians want to know that.
So the second thing I want to add about having your app removed is that some people are doing scams today. And that's really serious. When you create a development account for yourself to publish your app on the Play Store and the App Store, you are the owner of that. And if you are hosting others people's apps, you have no idea what is inside of their app that could be a malware. So if that happens, then you remove not just your app, but also block you to have an account, and that's really a problem. So I want you to be aware of that as well. And talking about scaling your business, it's really an open question here, right? How do you scale your business? I would say that marketing is a very good way to you do that. If you do a good job with the users you have, then you talk about you with other users, and then you get more users. But if you are talking about scaling in the terms of how many users an app can hold, you really depend on the structure you have. And even using no-code tools, you can have tens of thousands of people using your product. And by then, you probably want to create a product that's coded, that has a development team behind. You maybe have had investment from VCs, or you are bootstrapping your product. So it really depends on what you aim. But you can build products using no code that have more than 20,000 users, that's for sure.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I can see the lines are buzzing. People are trying to reach us. I think maybe it's just dropping. So keep trying. We're almost out of time, because apologies again that we started late. It was due to some technical issues. Okay, so I just want to ask you this question, and I think Nigerians would love to find out this. Okay, they want to use the no-code tools. These tools, they are AI tools, right? So can you give some list out some of these available no-code tools that they can use, either to build a website or an app for delivery, food delivery, for example, or a ride-hailing service, or to teach children how to solve mathematics in education and all those things. So can you list out some of these no-code tools they can make use of, and how can they get access to them?
Yeah, for native apps today, my no-code stack is pretty simple. It just have 3 apps or 3 tools. One of them is Figma for the design part. Then you have Bravo Studio and Airtable. Airtable is where I have the database, and Bravo Studio is what connects Figma and Airtable. So it is the connector for the data and the design to turn your prototype that is just kind of a mock-up on Figma into a real app with real content from Airtable. You can use several other tools for database. For example, you have Supabase, you have Sano, you have several others that also offer you a free plan. You can run on Airtable free plan, also on Figma free plan, an app. And you need a Bravo Studio account, which you'll be paid for you to publish your product. But before you publishing, you can add it to your phone for free as well. So you can do the whole creation of your product without spending anything.
Wow. Free without spending a dime.
Exactly. For you to, until you go to publish, right? When you go to publish to the App Store and Play Store, you need to pay Bravo to get a bundle for you to publish there. And you also need to pay for the App Store and Play Store for you to publish your app there as well.
Wow. I hope you guys heard it. It's free. Your ideas are in you, and how you turn them into products is free. You just need to know the tools that you're going to use to do that. Okay, I know a lot of you may forget about it, but because of we've run out of time, what I'm going to do is that Carla, please, I will need you to maybe, okay, how can they reach you first? I think vitaminak.design, right?
Yeah, that's my website, and also I'm pretty active on LinkedIn. So I have on my LinkedIn, I am Carla Fernandez there too. You can find me pretty easy, like a no code and design expert. And also on X, I tend to be there quite a lot as well, and answer questions and tweets if you do so.
Okay, that's great. So, what I'm going to do for you guys, because of time, I'm going to see maybe one or two things that Carla can share, and I would put it up in that WhatsApp, the Tech Live WhatsApp channel. So you have to go and join that channel so that you can get the info from Carla. I'm going to paste them there, or any of the Tech Live team members will paste it there, because we are a team here. So I want to thank Carla for coming. Our time is fast spent. We have other people that are going to come into the studio very soon. I'm sorry for that short time. So I am looking at some 10 key advice and solutions that I can that I got from what you said here today. Start with a clear vision and a goal. You understand? So you guys need to start with a clear vision and a goal. Choose the right tool for the job. Okay, there are different tools. You need to choose it, and you have to leverage templates and previewed components. So I think because of time, I'm going to share these tips. I'm going to post it on the WhatsApp channel so that you guys can learn a lot from what Carla has shared with us today, and other things that she's going to share with me. I'm going to post it there. So I want to thank you, Carla. Sorry for the short time. It's something that we didn't expect, but all good. We learn every day. The code was generated over a month ago, and we didn't know that it was going to be corrupted, and so we had to create another one quickly to get you on air. Sorry for that. So also I want to apologize for those who couldn't reach us directly today via phone call or WhatsApp. It was beyond our dreams. Sorry for that. You see, the reason why I always tell you guys, join that tech channel, because an hour here on air is not enough for us to disseminate information. It can be, okay? So when you are in that channel, every day the team shares tech news and information, insights that you can grow with. You can learn every day, even the trivia. So now, if you're interested, if you want to join that group, like I said at the intro, send a message interested to 0706 202 4101. It's just WhatsApp, strictly WhatsApp, okay? 0706 202 4101. Okay, I still remain your anchor and host, Oluchukwu Francis Ogwike. Thank you, Carla. Thank you very much. We're going to talk after this, and we're going to continue our discussion. I still remain your anchor and host, like I said, Oluchukwu Ogwike. Join me every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. on VOP 90.3 FM Lagos. You can also go to YouTube, VOP 90.3 FM, and rewatch everything that we discussed today. Okay? Good morning, take care, and stay safe. Have a nice day, all. Bye.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for having me.